Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Mensah. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play. Get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Mays. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Handoff for Ball. Breaks the tackle. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Ball. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Rides to the back. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Canes are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Here's Mensah to throw. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the red zone, it's Fletcher. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Running inside. It's Pryor. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. The play action fake. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Lowers those pads, and he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the old lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground, and that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Finding some room. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 16 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Bears engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Ball again. Maybe some room here. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's another incompletion for this offense. And, man, it's kind of been a grind. It's kind of been ugly. They're just not in a rhythm. This whole night, man, just the crowd here, just kind of everybody can feel it. This offense hasn't figured their way out, and they got to get something going.
Here's a get the ball. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The screen, he's got wheels. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Firing to the right, complete. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Got a little grass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Mays. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wilson open on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The run inside. It's ball. Maybe a crease. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Throwing, Mensah. Right on the money. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Makes it past the marker. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. Here's a little room there, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! The Hurricanes back on top.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Bunch formation for these receivers. The snap sets up the throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Canes. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO.
Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
There's a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff for Ball. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing. Late.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they give it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Running the red zone. It's Montgomery. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Gators! Into the end zone for 6. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Jones wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That keeps the score. Miami 31, Florida 24. Number 38. Set to advance on the football.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Makes the grab in their space. He's a playmaker on the outside. They got it in his hands and let him seal the victory. And the Hurricanes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Might have a chance. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice lap.
Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the run, it's Fletcher. There he goes. He's at the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers.